What's up, everybody? I've got my second out of three movie reviews of the week for you guys. The third one is coming tomorrow night, and this one today is Bob Marley One Love, starring Kingsley Ben-Adir and Lashana Lynch as Bob and Rita. So let's get right into this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get my cons done and over with right away here, and I actually only have two complaints about this movie. The first one being the way they kind of skip from certain events to seemingly conserve time. I don't know if that's exactly why they did it, but that's why it felt like it to me. With this being think it was an hour and 47 minutes. It felt like they were really kind of crunching stuff. The one that really stood out to me, at least personally, was towards the beginning of the movie when Rita's shot and they're in the hospital. They don't really let that scene breathe long enough for you to really truly let the emotion sink in. Like, it's there, it's okay, but I thought it had more to give, and that was only one of probably three or four, maybe five instances where I felt this. Then the other complaint does kind of connect, but it's also like a half complaint because I understand this decision they made here, but I also wouldn't have done it myself, and that was not showing any of his Africa tour before he passed away. It would have been nice to see a bit of it, but like I said, I also do understand why they ended the movie on his peace concert because that's kind of the journey of the movie. But that's it for my complaints. So let's move on to what worked in this movie. First thing here is the honesty the family allowed in the movie. I'm sure it's not easy making a biopic about your father when he, like many of us, like any of us really, had his flaws, and I have a lot of respect for his kids who helped in making this movie for letting the story be honest with like his affairs and stuff because it allowed it to show his heart of gold that was truly so pure too. On top of that, the costume department did a phenomenal job with this movie adapting Bob's style, and while this throughout the entire movie I really loved how well they adapted his outfit for the peace concert in Jamaica. That scene was just so good overall too. Like, they cut it kind of short, but I did really like how the movie ended. I just loved it so much. Then, to wrap it up, I want to give all the praise to both Kingsley Ben-Adir and Lashana Lynch for their performances as Bob and Rita Marley. Kingsley truly stepped up to the task and delivered, especially during the concert. He did a crazy good job, given that same energy that Bob did in his performing days. I know he recently talked about his hesitancy to take on this role, but man, am I glad that he did, and I'm glad he had Lashana Lynch at his side to take on these two because they were really did deliver. And so that'll do it for my review of Bob Marley One Love. This was a touching and honest tribute to Bob that's going to land at an 8 out of 10 for me personally. But let me know what you thought of the movie and Kingsley's portrayal down in the comments below, and make sure you have a great day.